Hi everyone, it's Norma again, and happy Mother's Day to everyone, whether you are a mother of the two-legged or four-legged animal or something else. But anyway, I hope you guys are all having a great day, and it is that time of the month again. It is what I am burning now in the month of May. So as I usually do, I start out in my bathroom, and this is really good timing because just seconds before I decided to film the video and turned on my phone, it started raining and I can hear thunder rumbling in the distance. So I'm like, oh, this is like perfect. So anyway, let's get started. So what I have going on here in my bathroom is a candle that I just started yesterday, or was it yesterday or the day before? Anyway, I just started it. It's fairly new to me. And this is a Yankee candle in the scent Edelweiss. And you guys may recall a while back ago, Yankee had everybody go in and change their password, and then for your inconvenience, they sent you a free candle. And this is the candle I picked, Edelweiss. And it was shipped in like the fall or the winter. Gosh, I don't remember when that happened. And I first tried it, and it was strong, but it was like, you know, definitely not what I wanted to be smelling at that particular time of year. So I put it away, and I brought it out now, and you know, it's doing pretty well as far as strength wise. It's throwing good. Now my first burn was perfect. As you can see now, I'm having a little bit of tunneling going on. This is the third burn, and I think what happened is during my second burn, which was early this morning, I had the wick too short because it was going like for hours and it never pulled out. So the scent throw is not as strong as it was during the first burn, but I'm hoping I can rectify that. I mean, I may have to cut some of that out. I don't know. I'm just going to let it go and do its thing and see what happens. But so there in here, so that I have the Edelweiss going, and then I have a tart warmer over here, which you can't see what's inside, and I have a tart of Yankee candle Midnight Jasmine. Okay, it looks like the storm stopped just as quickly as it came. That was quick. I mean, it lasted like, what, 30 seconds? So anyway, on my dresser, this is the Hobnail Hurricane I got from Bath & Body Works. And I have in here another Yankee candle. This is Tahitian Tiare flower. And this is the second burn of this. I started it this morning. Or actually I started it last night, so that would make it the third burn as well. And so far, I'm sorry to say, it's really light. This is a 2014 pour, and I heard the 2014 pours were light, but this is my first one. I think I got 2 of these, maybe 3 a while back ago. It would have been in early 2014. And I heard the 2015 pour was even lighter. So if that's the case, I'll probably be passing it up. But disappointing because this was always a good one. But right now, it's not doing too much for me. So, and then I'm finishing up my Hobnail medium jar from Bath & Body Works. This is in the scent Lilac. So as you can see, they'll be done tonight for sure. So that's what I have going on there. Oh, and in my my centerpiece you see in the background, I had a Goose Creek candle. It was, what was it called? White Coral, I believe was the name of it. And I cut one of the wicks like totally off accidentally. I was doing it, you know, like in the morning before I could see straight and didn't have my coffee. So what I did was just chunk the candle up into, you know, chunks to throw in my warmer, which I think is better because I really wasn't able to smell it as the candle, and even melting, it's really light, but it's just like a sweet musky scent, which kind of blends in with whatever I got going on right now. So over here in my crystal holder, I just love this. I have Bath & Body Works. This is Island Tiare flower. I just did a review on this yesterday. And as I mentioned in my review, right now I am liking it better than Yankee's Tahitian Tiare flower. And that is, I'm even more convinced of that now because I've had this going again pretty much like all day. You know, I burn it, you know, when the wicks get big, cut them down and start it over again. And now, I mean, the candle's about, oh, halfway done, or a little bit more so. I think it's a little bit more than halfway done now. And it's really kicking in now. I mean, it's still a light scent for a Bath & Body Works candle, but it's stronger than it was yesterday when I did the review on it. I mean, I can actually smell it now, and I can definitely pick up the coconut. You know, the best way I can describe this candle is just think of gardenia mixed with coconut. You know, it's just, I actually am really enjoying it, and I'm kicking myself I didn't pick up more. I will be getting more of this because I like it even more than I thought I would. And then in my votive holders on either end, I have a Yankee Candle votive in the scent White Gardenia. Basically because I didn't have anything else that I thought would go with what I have going on, and the gardenia seems to work. And do I have any? Oh yeah, I have one more candle. Okay, over here I have another Yankee candle. This is in, you can't see it, but this is one of the UK candles that you can get online. This is in the scent Ginger Dusk. And if you saw my review on Island Tiare flower, I said the best way for me to describe this would be like, you know, like a gardenia with a coconut. And it said it has island spice, and I'm pretty sure it's like a hint of ginger. I'm not positive because there's no scent notes for it, but I'm picking up a little bit of ginger. So I thought, hey, you know, I got some, you know, gardenia, tiare flower, ginger, you know, to kind of get a little tropical feel going on here. This one is a nice scent. I do like this. I haven't done a review on this because this is, you know, my first time burning it. I mean, it's like third burn because I started it yesterday. So far, it's light. I did try it out in the bathroom initially, and it was light in there too. Whether it'll kick in or not later, we shall see. Like I said, I haven't done a review on this one yet. And in my computer room, there's nothing too exciting going on here. I have a Yankee Candle large jar in the scent Tulips, and it's more than halfway done. And I think, I can't remember, these particular jars I think are more recent ones. I have some older jars that were stronger. I think these are jars I got this year, maybe late last year, I'm not sure, but I have two of them going. I'll show you the other one in a minute. And I mean, I can smell it in the room, but it's not as strong as I was expecting. Earlier this year, I had a medium jar in the scent Tulips, and I had it in the bathroom, and it was like blowing me away in the bathroom. So I had to move it to a larger room. So I was expecting with two jars, I was like, oh my, this might be too much, but it's actually just like a little bit right. You know, in fact, I would prefer it a little bit stronger even. But Tulips, I love the scent. I always have, probably always will. But yeah, I'm just surprised it's not stronger. And again, over here, you know, another jar of Tulips. And then I have my kitty cat warmer, which I haven't been using this hardly at all this month. In fact, I have a tart in here in Lilac Blossoms, which is a tart I had put here in April, and then I burned it like, or burned it, melted it halfway, and then blew it out, and I never finished it. So it was like I saw it, I was going to put something else in there, and I saw it. It's like, oh, I never even finished that tart. So that's what I have going on in there, Lilac Blossom. I have another centerpiece here, and like I mentioned before, I chunked up that white coral, so I just threw that in there, and it hasn't started to melt yet. Okay, and in my bathroom is another candle that I just started yesterday, and this one I'm really excited about. This is a Yankee candle in the scent Beach Holiday. This is one of their new spring candles that came out, and it is the only one in the collection that I actually bought. I bought a tart at first because I wasn't planning on buying any until, you know, maybe the semi-annual sale. But I did get some tarts and a few of the scents to try out. I got this one in Windblown, and I think White Chocolate Apple, which I had not tried yet. But I like the tart enough because the tart was like really strong. And I like the scent. I like that ozony water, sea air type of scent. If you guys like Turquoise Waters from Bath & Body Works, Ocean Star from Yankee, Turquoise Sky from Yankee, you would probably like this scent because it's along those lines. It's definitely got that watery, ozony note with just a hint of a laundry scent, I believe. This is not one I reviewed yet because it's my first time with it, but I am really happy with it. I like it a lot. So that is Beach Holiday. And then I have a votive going on here in the votive holder. And then I have a tart going on over here in my electric tart warmer. And then in my kitchen on the stove, I have a Goose Creek candle. This is one of the candles that I got from Burlington Coat Factory. And this is in the scent Grapefruit Mandarin. And so far it's been performing perfectly. Perfect burn, no issues, clean, no residue, no issues whatsoever. Throw is okay. As I mentioned before, this place on my stove for some reason is like a dead zone. Scent doesn't really seem to travel very far. But when I move it forward, you know, if I'm not cooking or anything, sometimes I move it forward and I can get a better throw that way. And it's kind of odd because someone in my Facebook group said her family said it smelled like cat pee. And I was like, no, it doesn't smell like cat pee. It smells like, you know, grapefruit and mandarin. But I have to say, every once in a while, I can kind of get that. I can see where she's coming from. I do like the scent, but as far as grapefruit goes, I think I like a Colonial candle grapefruit hibiscus better. It's just, you know, more up my scent alley that I like. But it's still a nice scent. I still like it. So that's what I have going there. And over in my tart warmer, I had some citrus scents going because I had the grapefruit mandarin, I had like lemon zest and margarita thyme, but I didn't feel like that today, so I actually have the Melanie combo. Melanie is another YouTuber. Her YouTube name is Mr. Kong's Mom, and she came up with this great combination of scents. It is Vanilla Cookie Crunch from Better Homes and Garden mixed with, it was actually the original combination was Sensational's Blushing Pink Petals, I believe, which is a soft rose scent. And the combination together is like Bath and Body Works Pink, what is it? Pink Petal Tea Cake or tea, whatever. You guys know what I'm talking about. But someone else, they said try it with a Pretty in Pink. So I decided to try it in Pretty in Pink. And I do like the combo as well. I think I do prefer the original combo though that Melanie came up with, which Vanilla Cookie Crunch and Blushing Pink Petals, because that has more of like a soft rose scent, which I prefer more, I think. But you know, everyone has different opinions and taste, but this is still very, very nice. And definitely the Vanilla Cookie Crunch is the stronger of the two scents. Okay, so now we're moving on into my main room, and this room is not really exciting to me because what I decided to do for the month of May is I had a lot of candles that were not like some of my favorite scents, but they all kind of went together. So I was like, you know what? I think I'm just gonna go through them, burn them, and make room for more. So, and actually, all the candles I'm about to show you, except for one, have actually been performing well. Well, two have been performing well. They're just not scents that I particularly care for. So keep that in mind. And in here I have a Goose Creek. This is Kiss in the Dark. This is one of the candles that I did get from Burlington Coat Factory. I did a review on the 3-wick tumbler that I actually bought from the website. And I have to say I like the one that I got from the website better. They did have the 3-wick tumblers at Burlington too, but I didn't get it because it's not my favorite scent. But to me, the scent in the 2-wick jar smells different. And it's really light. I'm just not getting the, I don't know, I'm just not getting it. It's just not working for me. I would not personally get this one again. And I have the same thing going on, let's just pass that real quick, in this one. You know, it's just two of them going. You think, you know, I'd really be smelling them, but no, it's not working for me. Not my thing. Over here, this is my candle cabinet. I have the infamous Citrus Boysenberry from Colonial Candle. This is my last one. So I said, you know what, I'm just going to pull it out. It goes with, I kind of have like a fruity floral thing going on. I'm just going to pull it out, get rid of it. So I was kind of questioning my decision when I first started it, because the first burn was perfect and it threw well. And the first 2 or 3 burns, it was doing really well. And then, of course, you know, the puny wick syndrome hit. Although it looks tonight like it's actually doing pretty good. I'm actually starting to get a wax pool going here, which I haven't been pretty much all week, so I don't know what's going on. But, you know, I have had a shade on it the entire time. Now, this one is one of the, you know, the candles with the red coat on the bottom that, you know, people have had trouble with the puny wicks. But this shade has had no sooting. Now, I have another Colonial candle going on the other side where I don't have a puny wick syndrome, but I'm having soot issues. So I guess it's pick your poison, right? In my Crystal Hurricanes, I have, this is a Yankee candle in the scent Plumeria. These are ones that I picked up at Home Goods, and they are actually in the paraffin wax. So I like the scent Plumeria. And when I saw it in the paraffin wax, it was like, that was like a no-brainer. I had to grab a couple. And I was really happy to find that the 2-wick tumblers fit in my Hurricanes. I have to, you know, position them, because otherwise they're a little wobbly if I don't. But yeah, and the pink, look at how beautiful that looks. The light pink paraffin wax. Beautiful wax pool going. Throws, not as strong as I would like, but this is a big room that's hard to scent, so it looks pretty, which is what I wanted it for. And then in my votive holders, I have a mix going on here. I change this out every week, and I put something in there different every week. I can't even remember what I had in here last weekend, but this weekend I have Colonial candle, vanilla lavender, and then lilac blossoms. And then you can see my empties on the back there. I actually had this candle going on my dining room table, and then I decided to switch it out with something else, and I had no spot for this, so it's just kind of sitting here. And this is a Village candle in the scent Cherry Blossom. And this is a candle that I picked up from Home Goods sometime last spring, I think. I mean, I've had it for about a year now. And I have to say, this candle is shocking me, because it has performed flawlessly, completely flawlessly. It's been burning great, clean burn. I've had no drowning wicks, which Village candle is famous for. I've actually had to trim these wicks. I don't trim it after every burn, but I trim it like maybe every 2 or 3 burns. I have to trim them or the flames get too big. I know, who would have thought? I am just completely shocked. The only thing I don't like about this candle is I don't like the scent. There are some florals, you know, florals come in different categories. You get your fresh green florals. That's what I like. You get your perfumey florals. Don't care for that. You get your soapy florals. I don't care for that, although some of the clean florals can have a soapy note to them. For instance, tulips can sometimes have a little bit of a soapy note. White gardenia from Yankee, sometimes it can get that soapy note, you know, depending on the day, you know, what you pick up and what your nose picks up. So a little bit of soapy I can deal with, but I prefer the fresh green clean florals. This is just soapy. It's a soapy floral. I don't care for the scent, but the candle itself, perfect, perfect, perfect. I'm just shocked. It's like make me want to think, you know, I have some few more Village candles that I want to go through, and you know, if I have better luck with some of the other ones, you know, I may give them another chance. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, over here, this is where I initially had the Cherry Blossom, and I kind of almost think I should have kept the Cherry Blossom here. But I pulled out a Yankee candle. This is in the Black Plum Blossom, and as you can see, I'm having some issues. Part of it is my fault because the first day I lit it, I broke the cardinal rule and didn't allow 4 to 5 hours to get a wax pool going. I think I had like 2, maybe not. Honestly, I think I had 1.5 hours. I know, bad me. And because I didn't get a good burn the very first time, I've had issues ever since. And then to make matters worse, I cut the wick too short. So yeah, this one I'm having problems with. The scent I don't really care for that much either. I have decided I don't like plum scents. I don't like grape, I don't like plum. It's just not what I like. I was really hoping that the other notes in this candle would come out. Geez, I can't remember. I remember it had vanilla in there. Maybe it had sandalwood or something. I don't remember. But I was really hoping those other notes would come out and give it a little bit more warmth and depth. But at the same time, I haven't had a full wax pull on this candle yet. So I will try to get a review up before it finishes. But I may have to do some surgery on this one. Because so far, yeah, I wouldn't get it again. So on the other end of the room, I have a Goose Creek candle in Sunset Sparkle, and the large jar is one that I did pick up at Burlington Coat Factory, and as you can see, it's doing well. I actually had this one in my bedroom. It was in the crystal holder that you saw, but I wanted to put something new in there because I was changing up my other candles. And this one, as you can see, is finishing up. Beautiful candle. I absolutely love the scent. I did a review on the scent. I do like the 3-wick tumblers that they came out with better than the 2-wick jars, especially in this scent because it's a light, soft scent, and the aromatic boost that they put in the tumblers really is what you need if you want to smell this candle. I can still smell this in the bedroom, but I had one of these going and I had the tumbler going to actually be able to smell it to my satisfaction, where it's like, oh yeah, that's what's going on in this room. But beautiful burn, flawless. I did have to trim the wicks. You know, those Goose Creek wicks can go crazy, and I'm kind of a fanatic. I did take a chance on putting, I forgot to mention it when I was at the other candles, the Kiss in the Sand. I did take a chance and put the Yankee Candle Illuma lids on them, just because those wicks were like scaring me. And I was nervous to do that because I was afraid it might build up too much heat and the glass could shatter. And I have to say, if you guys are going to do this, put your jar in a hurricane. This wasn't a hurricane or some kind of holder. And keep your wicks short. I noticed sometimes, you know, I was lazy and I didn't want to trim my wick, and I would light it and the flame would shoot up, and within seconds I would blow it out and I'd pick up the jar and it would be really super hot. So I would not put a lid on if you like your flames high, and I know a lot of people do. I don't like them high because they scare me, first of all. Then they start to emit the soot. You can see the black soot shooting forth, so I don't like that. And I'd rather deal with tiny flames than all that other stuff. So I do keep my wicks really short. I mean, this is about as high as, you know, I'm gonna let this one go. And it's about done, so yeah, but word of caution, I mean, these candles really aren't meant to have lids on them, but I decided as an experiment this month to do it, and it seems to be doing okay. But like I said, normally I put all of them in a holder. The only reason this one is not in a holder is because it's about done. Word of caution, okay? Colonial candle, Wild Iris. I did a review on this before. This one is burning beautifully, no wick issues, but like I mentioned, there is some soot. These wicks I do have to trim, unlike my citrus boysenberry. But I don't know, can you see that soot on the shade there? But flawless performer otherwise, as long as I keep my eye on those wicks. This one's just about ready to finish up. It'll probably, you know, the Colonial candles burn pretty much almost, you know, down to nothing. So it may take me a couple more days to get through this one. And then same thing with the votives, the vanilla lavender from Colonial and the Yankee candle lilac blossoms, and it looks like they're starting to tunnel on me. I have some issues with some of their votives, you know, it gets frustrating. And then over there I just have a unscented tea light going. And then in my lantern, this is another village candle, which has surprised me. This is in the scent, what is it, English Gardens. And this is one of their crackling wicks, which I have to say I like and I don't like. Especially, I don't like it in this scent. This is a beautiful floral scent. It's a soft floral, and it's the closest I can think of would be Yankee Candle's Greenhouse, but it's lighter. It's a lighter, softer mix. It's really, really nice. I love the scent of this, but the wood wick takes the scent away from you, because when I go sniff it, I can't get past smelling some of that wood. So I'm coming to the conclusion that although I like wood wick candles, you know, the crackling wicks, I think they're good for some scents. So either you don't want to smell the candle, you just want the ambiance, or you go with some of your more earthy type scents where the wood adds to the effect versus taking away from it. But this is such a light, soft, pretty floral. The wood distracts. I was a little bit nervous about this candle because when I first lit it, to me it looked like the wood wick was off center. And I remember Susan D had an issue with one of her crackling wick candles where she got nervous and ended up throwing it out. But either my eyesight was off or it was just like off center near the very top, because as you can see, to me that looks pretty much dead center, and I've had no issues with it whatsoever. I just have to trim it once in a while and it's good to go. But yeah, that's a really beautiful candle, you know, surprised by this one. And this is one that I did get off the website. Okay, so over here I have another Colonial candle going. I just finished up Tropical Fig. That's what I had going this morning, you know, because that kind of fit into the fruity floral thing I had going on. And I just did a review on that, so you can check that out. I did end up liking that candle more than I thought I would. So I needed to replace it with something, and I didn't feel like changing up my decor and finding a hold or something like that. So I said, you know, I'm just going to find another medium 8-ounce Colonial candle, which unfortunately I don't have too many of. And I say unfortunately because I'm deciding I really like this size candle. I've had no burn issues, you know, and then they last long enough but not too long. So it's just a really nice size. But this is in the scent Weeping Willow, and this is my very first burn. And it's just kind of like a green, fresh type scent. So I'll have to do a review on this, hopefully. It smells nice. I like it. I like it. And then in the votive holders, I have the Colonial candle Vanilla Lavender. And over here is another Goose Creek candle. And those wicks, don't blame the candle. That's my fault. I trimmed the wicks too short. As I mentioned, you know, Goose Creek, their flames can get really super high, and I don't like that. So I tend to cut the wicks down to the nub. I mean, seriously, down to the nub. But there's a point of no return, which is how I killed my Coral Cove. There's just like, you know, a teeny piece that you need to leave to actually light the flame. And so I managed to get that much, but I did cut it a little bit too short. But it still has pulled out. This is in the scent Plumberry Tulip. And as I mentioned, I've decided I don't like plum. I don't like plum type scents, which this has. And this also has a floral note, but it has a little bit of that soapy note, which I also mentioned I don't like. So, you know, 2 strikes there. It's got the plum note. It's got a little bit of soapy note. It also has a little bit of that It's almost like a fermented alcohol type note. If you guys are familiar with Yankee Candle's Honey Blossom, that has that note as well. Sometimes you can pick it up. It's just like a little bit of fermented alcohol note. But it's stronger in this candle than it is in the Honey Blossom. And when I first got the candle, I thought I was going to really, really like it. But, yeah, no. So, other than my Sunset Sparkle, the Goose Creek candles I had going this month haven't done it for me. So, hopefully I'll have better luck. I know I have their lemonade candle, which everyone raves about. So, I'll be pulling that out later this summer. Yeah, so far the Sunset Sparkle is the only winner for me. And then what do I have over here? Over here, I have just photos in the Colonial Candle Vanilla Lavender. And last but not least, on my coffee table, I have the same votive candle combination going, the Vanilla Lavender Lilac Blossoms. And in here, I have another jar of Plumeria. This is one that I got from Home Goods, and this one has been giving me so many issues. As you can see, it's tunneling, and it has one of those thick tree trunk wicks that if I don't trim it, the flame shoots up like super sky high. But then when I trim it, it doesn't seem to heat up enough to where I can get a full wax pull. But then what it also has been doing, which is really astonishing to me, is it puts itself out. And I don't know if it just drowns itself, but, you know, usually my Yankees, you know, I light them and I don't have to worry about them. You know, I check on them, you know, every couple hours where I actually like look inside the jar to see what's going on. As long as I see light coming out, I figure it's doing okay. And I can't tell you how many times I check this jar and I'm like, I don't remember blowing that candle out. And I finally realized it's just putting itself out. So, yeah, this particular jar has given me a lot of trouble, which I'm surprised because it's not the first jar of Plumeria I've had. I've burnt several. It's just this particular one was kind of a little bit of a dud. So, yeah. So, there you guys have it. That is what I've been doing in the month of May. And I'm really excited to get June going. I kind of got it started in my bedroom a little bit because I'm going to go with like a rose gardenia theme, maybe a hint of tropics. We'll see. But yeah, May for me, not too great, exciting a month. I was originally going to do something completely different, but like I said, I just wanted to use up some of my least favorite candles. So there you have it. If you guys like this video, please comment, like, and subscribe below. And have a very blessed Mother's Day.